What's up YouTube, Scrubsily here, with as you can see from the title, Tournement report. Yes, Saturday went to Swansea Regional, because it's the last regional in the UK, I think it was anyway, just to go and try and win more mats, just basically, get more, get rid of them, and also because I'm still not on, even though I've qualified like 4 times, still not on the list, so I thought I'd try and basically just try and qualify again. Mat they were going out with this one, Dracossack mat, regional one, not nationals. I think there's only 8 of these in the UK because this last regional is the week after nationals. So I think the regional one is only 8 of them, but then the national one is 128 of them now. So this kind of seems better to begin with, because I went to nationals to try and get this, but then failed because I dropped the last round because I thought there's no points, there's no more prizes outside the top 32. And then Konami released a statement about the whole top 28 get a map. But still, I have one now, so I'm happy. I went with Prophecies because I was able to borrow 2 Judgment off a friend of mine. So that's all I was missing from the deck to make it basically this format. Deck was good, and I realised how bad it is when you, how much it is hurt when you get hit by EV. It's terrible. Go through the deck and then talk about match list. My friend took back the cards I was borrowing, so the deck list I used will be in the section below, the entire deck list, and I'll show mainly the deck and side deck and stuff, and basically what was important and stuff. Start off with 3 High Priestess. Boss monster deck, amazing. Drop once per turn Dark Dragon kind of effect. Pop any card on the field by banishing Spellbook. Decent. Dark Magician attack as well. It's a linchpin. Then we have Priestess of Magician. You kind of Stratos for the deck. Such new spellbooks. And a good thing about it is normal summon a flip, so you can set it and then it flips up when your opponent attacks it, or when you flip summoning it, or you can just normal summon it straight, get your spellbook straight to your end. Then I was running 1 Justice. 1 Justice of Prophecy. 2 with some type clock, you can activate 1 effect per turn. So if you summon 1 and brought 1 out by Judgment, you could only resolve 1, so it's pointless. 1 with Justice is fine, just to get you the High Priestess. +1 of a High Priestess and a Spellbook card you want. Then I was playing 2 Veiler because it's a spellcaster, and it's basically level 1 for life. So High Priestess goes up to level 8 for life, and some monster effects were negatable. But then I only played I played against just 3 Evil Swarm, 2 Dragon, and 1 Dark World. So except against dragons, it wasn't useful because Veiler and the dragons, that was helpful, so I didn't get the tokens and so it could be destroyed. But it wasn't too useful. Well, going in Crimson Blade, this mainly helps for going in Crimson Blade with High Priestess. Then we have 1 Jowgen, which put this 2 now, hurts dragons a lot because they can't special summon, and if you can protect, since they can't special summon, the only way to get over it is a Dark Hole, which you can Wisdom to protect it from, or just normal summoning and trying to beat over it, which if you have Fate, you can get rid of the monster, banish it, or put it face down. So if you protect us against dragons, you can screw them over. And we had the 1 Kycoo. This also hurts dragons as well, just because of the fact that they can banish from the dragons from the graveyard, especially when they have dragons, so they have to banish the ones from their hand, which basically means they're minus themselves unless they banish a different elemental dragon. And it's also quite powerful and controlling the graveyard as well, so banishing stuff. So against Dark World player I went against, he need to get his Graph on the field for EV, stopped him from being able to do that, and then banished the Graph from his grave and control with this, because he shut himself down when it goes a match. But that's all the monsters I used. The only thing I would probably add is 1 more Jowgen to help against dragons, because dragons are nuts. But then I still want to build them. Then spells, we have 3 secrets. The rotor for the deck, rotor for spells for the deck, or even your Dominant Magician. With this, because it says Spellbook Magician in its name, you can grab it so you have a monster spell cast on the field for Master, and then as I just said, 2 Master. I picked up 3 just because I could pick up 3, and then ended up and it just kind of 2 because sometimes when you draw having 3 of these isn't helpful, but it's just good for the secrets and eternity and stuff and power. So you can make them either get a second search, get a second banish card, or you can put one of your monsters up to 2k rather than just 1k to get 2 searches, which is good. And then the new boss card we have is Judgment. Of course, I had to give back the 2 I was borrowing, but yeah, this card is amazing. You can even play it on the fact that it just counts spell cards you use, so you can use things like Upstart and tables people are using, and get a search for each one of those. And also you can use it to quick play, so you can use it to your opponent's turn. So against a mirror match or against any other deck that uses spells like will mainly use spells for their things like Wind-Up, the Factory, 5 hits with 10 Dark Roads with their dealings and stuff. You can get searches during your opponent's turn, and because it'd be their end phase, you don't have to discard something, so you end up with tons of cards. And having 3 of them means you're more likely to draw into this with Secrets or Spellbook Magician. Our next card is, my favourite one of the deck is 2 Spellbook Tower. I was going to run 1, but then I was reminded about how the fact that if you get EV'd, this gets destroyed, and where you will probably have tons of spellbooks in the grave, you'll get Search Reverse Spellbook Magician. So if you have 1 on the field and grab 1 in your hand, if you're prepared to be EV'd, you get 2 High Priestess, possibly 2 High Priestess, which you can then go into like Dracossack or Big Eye or something. And the fact that after a few turns where this gets you that extra 1 card, you gain so much advantage so quickly, you can overpower your opponent really early. Next 2 cards that are really good and really important are 2 Spellbook of Fate. This card's nuts basically. With its 3 effects, you can reuse you can defend via banishing your opponent's monster or putting it face down. Or you can reuse things like your Spellbook Magician, or you can put your Kycoo face down so you can special summon stuff and then flip it face up so your opponent can't drop cores on you when you attack, or to stop them from special summoning their turn. And then there's also the end phase, end phase bounce back when there's set spells or traps if you want to as well. But yeah, you can bash them all and get them back with Eternity and stuff, which is basically nutty. Next I was playing 1 Spellbook Starhole, just because of the fact that you can make your monsters a lot stronger just by using playing your spellbooks. And if it gets destroyed, you get spellbooks. So with 1 counter, you can get Failure. 2, you can get Spellbook Magician. 3, you can get Kycoo Justice. 4, Kycoo, and then if you can get up to 7, which I've done before, you can pop it with Jowgen Spellbook Magician and get your never Spellbook Magician. Guys, nuts. Until I can get 2 more Justice, I'll be playing two more of these. Sorry, 2 more Judgments, I'll be playing 2 of these, because this card is just crazy and makes all your monsters massively stronger the more spellbooks you play. So the later it goes on the game, after you've played this first turn, stronger all your stuff will be. Then we have 2 Wisdom, basically the lance of the deck, and it's searchable, which is better in my opinion. 1 Eternity, grab back your banished cards, so when you use your Fate, you can basically just grab them back and stuff. 1 Power, 2 Clogged a bit. I would probably play 2 Eternity as well until I can get a play Eternity just because of the fact that 1 game where if I had a second Eternity I could have won it, but because I didn't have 1, it was kind of screwed. Yeah, 1 Power just because of the fact that give you this 1000 boost is pretty good, and you get Spellbook after, and also you can get over any problem monster by making your monsters. Make it so your monsters can overpower it. 1 Spellbook of Life, basically a searchable reborn for the deck, and adjust level so you can get banish Jowgen or Justice to bring out your Kycoo in the grave and make it level 7 so you can overlay with a High Priestess. But yeah, this is good, just one, just for late game, so you can bring back your High Priestess after gone. Next one we have Upstart Goblin. As I said before, Judgment requires you just play spells to get searches, and Upstart Goblin basically gives you an extra card. You don't care if you get opponent's files, you can just take that away. And it's just basically just a spell for, easy spell for Judgment. You have 2 dualities, just because you don't always special summon in this deck. If you basically just want to use your Justice effect, you can use this, and then because it doesn't special summon, you can search, and gets you gets your Judgment and stuff quicker. 1 Reborn, because Reborn is Reborn. 1 Storm, because mass back row removal is fine. And then 1 day piece, so you can survive a turn and still get your draw, and a spell towards Judgment as well. That's all for the spells. Then I have 3 traps, which were 3 Breakthrough Skill and 1 Treacherous Trapple, which I borrowed for a friend. Main reason for these is Treacherous Trapple is because destroying your opponent's monsters, like Dracossack before they can get use effect to get tokens, is always good. So, and as you know, Treacherous Trapple requires you to have no traps in grave. So if you draw them before Breakthrough Skills, you can play it. But if you have Breakthrough Skill, use Breakthrough Skill already. If you don't know what Breakthrough Skill does, you can banish during your turn. You can banish it from your graveyard to negate the effect on your opponent's monsters. So if you have a Treacherous Trapple and you can't use it, you can just banish this from your grave during your turn. In your opponent's turn or your turn, you can use this. So it's all great to use. And effect negation is good this format as well. That's why Breakthrough Skill's there. Yeah. I need to get 2 more Judgment. If I can't, then I will replace those 2 Judgment with Starhole and Eternity. And if all I need, well, I'd say is you need at least 2 Judgment to be able to play the deck with Judgment, because 1 Judgment's fine, but ideally I wouldn't want 2. So if I get a second one, I'll cut the Treacherous Trapple, and yeah, have a Starhole and Eternity added, because the deck is nutty. Extra deck, yeah, the XEs is Hierophant. The card's amazing. With enough spellbooks in the grave, it's basically a Harpy's Fairy Duster, and you can text from Phoenix Chain and stuff with your Lance, with what's it, Wisdom, which is so good. Yeah, Dracossack, because you can make rank 7s, and Dracossack is nutty. There's a reason why its price is its price. 1 Big Eye Spellcaster, take the host monster, and yeah, Spellcaster, as I said. So you can use your Wisdom and Power and stuff on it. Just in case I can make level 3s, Leviathan of Zenmaines, and then Shining Elf, because it's a rank 2 Spellcaster. Gachi for boost, the protection, and then I had Synchros, but then I was borrowing all the Synchros from a friend of mine, and I had a Daigusto Phoenix, which I was borrowing as well. Basically just using in the extra deck cards that you don't really use it that often, just using, apart from the rank 7s and the level 8s, just filling cards with basically filling those slots with cards you could probably use. And then level 8s, the main ones would be Scrap Dragon and Crimson Blazer, just because Crimson Blazer can help shut down mermails and dragons, and it's a problem for them, and Scrap Dragon just for destruction and popping like your star holes and stuff you don't really care about, that are just floaters essentially. Yeah, that's the deck. Full deck list is in the comment section below, so if you want to see the slide deck or use the list, just look down there. Yeah, on to my matchups. As I said, I played 3 Evil Swarm, 1 Dark Lord and 2 Dragons. Well, started off going up to the 4th round X-0, then play against Dragons, got 2-0'd, and then last round was unlucky against Dragons. I thought D-Fissure would really help against the Dragon matchup, but it turns out that baby dragons don't need to go into the graveyard, just need to be discarded. So he's able to discard his big dragons with baby dragons, get the big dragons effect, and then get a Dracossack for nothing, basically. And ended up losing there because I couldn't use Tower because I couldn't get Spellcaster and keep the Spellcaster on the field, or keep one in the graveyard. And then when I took the Lily, I got Breakthrough Skilled. Yeah. First round, I went against Evil Swarm. As soon as I found out he's playing Evil Swarm, I went first. As soon as I found out he's playing Evil Swarm, I was fearing if he had EV in the main deck, but lucky for me, well, he managed to go first straight away Ophion. I knew what he was playing straight away, but double powered over a monster with Wisdom to back it up, took out the Ophion. After that, he couldn't get to I think it's Kirkion or something like that. Could get to the new Evil Swarm monster soon enough to get another one, and I just slowly beat him down because I pulled off Judgment at turn 2, I think. Yeah, Judgment basically meant that he couldn't pull it back, and I won from there. And for some reason, he decided in one round for game 2, because I won it 2-0. He decided in Imperial Iron Wall to stop my fates and stuff, and I decided in Decree, and once I got into my Decree, shut his backer down, I could go for game. Game 2, I think it was a friend of his. I was a friend of the my round 1 opponent who was playing the same deck. Basically went the same. He went Ophion first turn. Managed to get over it, and he couldn't basically, because Evil Swarm, they just have one combo. Once you break that, it's quite hard for them to fight back. So I took that out, and you couldn't do much after I Judgmented as well. Game 3, against a friend of mine from my locals who played Dark World. I think he won the die roll. He couldn't get any EV straight away. Basically, I think he had the EV, he just couldn't get a Grapha. So on his turn, I was able to, and I think he managed to beat him down. Go Judgment first. Go Judgment on my first turn. Have so much advantage. He still couldn't get into a Grapha. And the next turn, I went to Hierophant, took out his backer because he had Reckless, and he scooped up. Then game 2, because I won that 2-0 as well. So I didn't draw Lockbird for his snows, and I happened to luckily open with one. So he went off with the whole dealing stuff, and then Scarlet Snow. As soon as he activated Snow's effect, I played Draw Lockbird, meaning he had all the Scarlet outlets in his hand, like dealings and drag down and stuff. But because of Draw Lockbird, it says once you stop one of their searches, they can't search anymore, and they even includes drawing as well. So you couldn't use his dealings to just draw, and his dealings allowed him to draw as well, so he could play that. So he had everything to. He had the EV and stuff to EV me, but he couldn't, because of drawing up. But he couldn't get into the, what's it called, Grapha. So then from there on, my turn, I managed to Judgment, go off, get pluses, and he couldn't do nothing about it. Because he also tour guide into Zenmaines and had Gozen trying to stop me, so that didn't. It hurt him more than it hurt me, so he ended up losing because of his own card. And then Kycoo, like a boss, stopped his got rid of his Grapha that he had stuck in the rear because of Zenmaines and Gozen. Yeah, and then played round 4. I played against Evil Swarm against 2-0 this time as well. He was saying about how basically his last 3 rounds he's had Storm played against him 4 times in his last 6 games. See, either 2-0 or either got 2-0 or 2-0 his opponents, and he happened to go Ophion set 4, and I happened to have the Storm. Lily is run over his Ophion, and then he can come back from that at all. And then in game 2, I got into it. I Judgmented. Had loads of advantage during my turn. He had his go. He set. Managed to get his Ophion out because he turned into a rabbit, I think it was. And he had got the Infestation and had a EV face down my turn. He EVs, but lucky for me, I had a Tower. So I get I think he had 4 back row, so Tower gets me a High Priestess. I have High Priestess in hand, and so rather than run into his any back row, I just thought just kept popping his back row one turn. Next turn, drew Lily. popped another card. Then his turn, he managed to get back into an Ophion, run over my High Priestess. Then I draw to a spell, which is unlucky, and then because of that Lily, I could easily get over his Ophion. He couldn't do anything about it just because of Lily. And then round 5, played against Dragons. Didn't know if it would be that much of a problem. Game 1, I managed to keep up the advantage, but I can see gold sacked into Dragons. First turn, 2 gold sacks. And then by the time it comes to, and then 2 turns later, I managed to get it down to the same advantage. Well, I had more advantage to him because I couldn't get off Judgment because he had Veilers from my Spellbook edition, which is annoying. And then I forgot all about the gold sack. So when I was like, I think 1 card more on him, he had 2 cards to my 3. He drew for turn, so he had the same amount, and then his 2 gold sacks kicked in, getting his Dragons back, and then I slowly lost that one. And then game 2, I got EV'd first turn, and I could do nothing about it. So I losing that 2-0. And the next game, last round, played against Dragons. They managed to. Well, first turn I ruined them. Judgment. First turn set up. Gone for game out of Jowgen, Kycoo, and a High Priestess. No, Crimson Blade on the field, so you couldn't do anything over that. Game 2, I couldn't draw into a monster, any spell secrets or any monster at all. So I just stuck with spell cards. Eventually, when I was able to draw, I managed to get over his Gaios and get Judgment off. But then I was too low on life points because I had to take 2 Gaios attacks directly because I couldn't do anything, and ended up losing that one. When next turn he could big eye, take a monster and kill me. Then round 3 we went to time. Played Defissure, Tower, Magician, had a Fate set. Basic prepared to do anything, but then I didn't realise the baby dragons could be just discarded to anywhere, even banished. So he managed to get a Dracossack for 2 cards, replenishing his hand every time he did it. So baby dragon ditched big dragon. So he lost, basically put 2 cards into a Dracossack, and then had a normal summon of a monster. So I had to Fate the Dracossack, so he couldn't pop any of my cards. And then he normal summon just swung over my Magician, so I couldn't activate Tower on my turn. Then I had Lily, so I managed the Lily. But then he had Breakfast Skull for Lily, and after that I was screwed. So I think going 4-2, only losing to Dragons, beating 3 Evil Swarms with Dark Worlds. So basically EV was every round fair. And yeah, and become 7th winning this match. And yeah, I'm going to try and go to Euros, but if I can't, I can. Cause I just want that Megalomat just to go with my Mermels. But yeah, didn't manage to get up any games for Jowgen because I forgot my camera on Thursday when I went to play test. So hopefully this Thursday I should have some more up. I should have some up. I'll either Jowgen or Prophecy together, or maybe a Prophecy mirror match on that. But yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, scrub hard, and I'll see you later.